This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Carry now for Dalvin Cook. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
On first and 10, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. That one goes for 24 yards. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Here's Cousins. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Now a run with Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on third down.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. Trying the power game with Ham. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he finds Penny. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Stop your whining. 12. 12. Jam. 14. Off. Gun.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 8 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Watch QB drop.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Single slot.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson to the right side and complete to Metcalf. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. So they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Mike 54. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Cousins on target to Diggs. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. On first down, Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On second down, Cook. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Cousins to throw it, eluding the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
From the 29, Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They're not ready for this. They still play soccer. Football. Go 14.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
54's Mike. 54.
Well, no.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Cousins on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Cousins now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 43. Wilson going to lead his guys up first and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. To throw is Wilson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Everson Griffin on the sack. Taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. To try again after the sack. Wilson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, Let's take control right away.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Kendricks. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Cook. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. Him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted,
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
22 yards there, a 1st down. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready? Hey, we're good, we're good.
Now on 2nd and 13, Cousins. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
No, no, no.
They run it again with Cook. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen, and now it's 2nd down. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Cousins. This will be caught at about the 6. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And Bailey able to knock it through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try?
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Come on here, come get some.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get...
And he will score! Touchdown, Vikings! A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
54, right there, 54 right. Coming in.
They run again with Carson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 71 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a two-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a two-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A gain of 3, second down. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Cousins. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. And an alley to run. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So